Greetings and salutations, everyone. I um I know it's been a while since I've made a video, but I wanted to. I saw the AMA Holochain AMA, and just wanted to have a little conversation on my thoughts on Holochain thus far. The AMA was great. Um, I listened to the AMA. It's kind of funny, but last week I had a heart attack at the age of 36 years old. It's crazy, but I did. Apparently, it was hereditary. I'm good. Thank you to all the doctors um, um, in my area that flew me to the hospital and got my heart taken care of and my arteries taken care of. So anyway, going back to Holochain, I was actually at the hospital when I was listening to it. So they I thought it was very informative. Some of the concerns that, and I'm just going to be honest with you, with everyone, some of the concerns that I have is time frame. I don't know if they understand that they need to give themselves time frames. That really helps. So like if you're, and I know it's hard with technology. You never know um, what kind of roadblocks you'll run into, right? So, you give someone a time frame and they're like, why isn't it here? It's like it's going to be another 2 years because, we didn't expect this to happen. So, but I don't think it's going to be 2 years or anything like that. I'm just over exaggerating. But I do feel like their transfer over to RSM, I believe that's what it's called, uh, is going to hinder them a little bit, make their job easier, but hinder um, the time frame of when Holo Fuel actually come out. So Holo Fuel won't. I think they said it won't be out until Alpha starts, and Alpha won't start until the end of. So if any of you guys want to look at what the time frame is, they have a roadmap on Holo. They'll be able to explain they'll be able to show you on the map exactly what the time frames are, not time frames, but what the next I guess mission or step is all the way down. So um, it looks like it to me. It looks like they'll start alpha this later on this year. We'll see, and then hopefully they can get into beta quarter 1 of next year. I don't think they're going to get the beta quarter 1 of next year, excuse me. I think they'll get the beta quarter 2 or actually 3 of next year. And I know that sounds like a long period of time, and that's not cool. As far as those who have been investing in Holo for a long time, like me, like myself, it's been a little bit. So um, but that's the way. I mean, that's the way technology works. That's the way. Um, if you want a product that's going to be beneficial for a very long time, you need to have your best foot forward. I said this at a video before, but unfortunately, I deleted that video a while back. This was months back. But I kind of compared it to I believe. Oh man, I compared it to what game system was it? This it was a Sega Saturn. Is it Sega Saturn or Sega Dreamcast? But either or, both of them were great machines. Great. They just sputtered out. They didn't have a lot of momentum, and that's the thing is, I don't care how great your technology is, if you don't have the momentum behind it, um, it's not going to be adopted, and then that just gives more time for someone else within who is competitors like Nintendo at the time to Sega, Nintendo, and Sony, and Microsoft, and all those guys. This is what happens. So the same thing with Holochain is, they're the first, the community, the Holo community. They're the first ones to come out with what they're doing. But to be honest with you, like if you can't get the message out, if you can't um, show what you can do, and have more people involved, because this is a community thing. So I don't really understand why there isn't more um, push to actually introduce more people into Holo, exactly what it is. Um, but I mean, that's neither here nor there. I'm not, millionaires like some of these people are. I'm just a regular old guy, um, that just a normal guy. So 2020 has been crazy, right? Good. Let's talk about 2020 as far as Holochain is concerned. Uh, it's been a lot of ups and downs. It's been 500 to 600 satoshis for like the longest. It did get up to I believe, was it 9.0009.009? Anyway, the point is that it got up to like 900 some satoshis or something like that. Um, the point is that it's been low for a very long time. So obviously, hot is not going to be used. Oh, by the way, hot is not going to be used very often until Holo Fuel comes out. And that brings me up to something else that I want to talk about that I was actually thinking about. Before I talked about how I kind of want to split Holo Fuel and hot, and just kind of see where they go. I don't. I know for the long term, Holo Fuel is going to go up, right? I believe that Holo Fuel is uh, because it's not going to be backed by pretty much anything but energy. And the thing is that it's kind of crazy. So I'm kind of torn between exactly what I want to do, but I do believe that hot will be used uh, until Holo Fuel becomes like its own little currency, if you will. Um, right now, there's a crypto. I mean, we're if you guys haven't heard about what's happening in the crypto space, I don't know what to tell you. Get out of the rock. But basically, uh, PayPal's jumped into the whole cryptocurrency space. Uh, we all know where this is going. Like this is serious. This is getting crazy. So there's a lot of dots to connect. I've connected a whole lot of dots. I'm not an advisor or anything like that, so I can't really tell people exactly what to do. Um, for me, I see a couple of cryptocurrencies. If you really think about it, obviously Bitcoin and Ethereum. I don't want to really talk about those because they're obviously going to make it. If you want to have increase your investments, obviously that's where you want to go. I kind of compare them to like Walmart, like you know Google, whatever. Some people say Google and Apple. Walmart is one of those companies that had like a little. I compare like Walmart to like Bitcoin because of the fact of how big it is, because of how long it's been, because of the fact that it's been slowly going up over the years, and it hasn't really stopped. And I believe that it's going to continue to grow, just like Walmart has continued to grow. I mean, they're making drive-in theaters in the back of their 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 stores now. Like that's insane. But anyway, the point is that yeah, it's kind of crazy how everything has been building up. So the cryptocurrency space is going to become massive. I do believe that an individual can have massive gains. Um, I do believe from the hot token. I hope that all of us who have invested in Holo will be able to reap the benefits. Um, if they get to alpha, if they get to alpha before like this next huge bull run, I can definitely see massive gains. I definitely can see it. Um, if not, if it's the same old song and dance that they have been doing for like the last 6 months or so, I shouldn't say same old song and dance. There's been increments of improvement. So obviously, and big improvement. So it's not the same old song and dance, but you know what I mean. Like it's like you're giving us all of this information, but like it's not really big, huge, gigantic news that's earth shaking. It's something that, oh wow, we made it to this next level, this next level, this next level. To us, to the guys that are behind the scenes and working, they probably feel like they just launched and took a step on the moon. So I'm not really a technical guy, so I don't really know or understand. Right? It's kind of hard for us because we're not developers. We're not the ones behind the scenes. Holo, we're not we're not the ones that's creating this, so it's kind of hard for us to understand. And likewise, it might be a little bit hard for the Holo community, not the Holo community, but those who have created Holo to really understand, those who have invested in their technology, right? Um, I believe that you should always reward people for being there, and it's similar to relationships. I believe that this is me personally. I believe that it's better to find someone when you're poor and broke, because if they stay around, then that they're real. But when you start making a lot of money and everything else in between, it's like, oh, you can't forget about them. You can't forget about the people who've been there with you forever. And it's the same thing. Uh, you're gonna get a lot of people. It's easy to forget about people when you're up here, and so you can't forget about those, and not the people, and not just the people who are invested in your technology, as in buying, the nanos and all of the hollow tech, but those who are actually invested in hot as well. You guys, I say you guys as if I'm speaking to them, but they really need to understand that a lot of people are looking for a way out. A lot of people are looking for a way out of the rat race, right? So um, we're trying to do our everyone's trying to do their best to find out what technology is going to make it. I use my own I did my own research. I tell everyone to always do your own research, and this is what I've come up with. But you know obviously there's going to be other ones to make it. I'm not really going to talk about the other ones because I have to go into a deep dive into why, and that can be extremely long. I can ramble on forever, I really can, but I'm not going to today. So, um, but yeah, it's one of those things to where there's going to be other coins to make it. I believe that the Holo community, the Holo technology, I do believe in that technology. I do think they'll be relevant because the coin or token will be used, and then there's gonna come to a sub point to where it's gonna be a great divide, where there's gonna be a great divide between exactly these true coins, and I'm not gonna say the word, but these S coins out there, you guys know what I'm talking about. uh they you hear and read their white papers and all this other good stuff, and it's the same thing over and over again. Like, it's the same thing. It's like, what does this coin do? Oh, it's the same thing as the other coin did. So if you really look into it, there's probably only about, me personally, I would say about 30 to 40 really truly great crypto projects out there that is actually doing something. And that might be a little bit, that's not a conservative number. I'm just really being nice. But when you have something, when you have a coin or a token that is actually a utility, and that you actually have to use it, and that it's actually worth something, then it's gonna last for a long time. It's always gonna be there. That's why I give you a great example, Brave. I think I've made that example before, but you kind of you use the Brave. You can use the Brave token. You can use it's right there. But the thing about it is you don't have to use their token. You don't have to um, you don't have to earn rewards or anything like that. Like you don't have to watch commercials. You don't have to use it. The thing I like about the Holo community, especially with Holo Fuel, is you have in order for Holo Fuel to, excuse me, in order for Holo to actually work and Holo hosting to actually work, you have to use Holo Fuel, right? Like you have to use it in order to get your to host your stuff. So you actually need it in order to create a utility, or you're actually earning it. So you're earning it, and you're actually. I forgot. I didn't forget, but you can change your hot into Holo Fuel, but you can't. No, you can change your Holo Fuel into hot, but you can't change your hot to Holo Fuel. So I believe that's how it goes. Anyway, uh, yeah, it's if any of you guys don't really understand, trust me, you don't want to listen to me. They have plenty of videos going into the technical details of exactly how Holo works. But anyway, the point is that Holo Fuel has to be used. Hot will have to be used in the beginning. They do give us 6 months to transfer the hot to the Holo Fuel, but hot. I'm trying to I'm trying to understand exactly how else hot is going to be used. That's the thing. For right now, it's going to be used as an intermediary because obviously Holo Fuel isn't going to start out like when it first comes out. This is the truth of the matter. It's not going to start out being like $30 or $40. Holo Fuel is Holo is all about microtransactions anyway. So the point is that it's not going to be up there, and you're going to transfer. A lot of people are going to transfer the Holo Fuel into hot in order to purchase things. So it's going to be the mediary between. But anyway, I'm saying everything that I've said in my previous videos. I did like the last AMA, going back and just finishing off on the AMA. I did like it. I think they're really trying to communicate with us as far as the exchanges go. I really don't. I think there needs to be more clarity between Holo Fuel and Hot as far as how that's going to work on the exchange. And I think they'll probably. I know they talked about it before in the past, but I think they kind of need to clear that up. Especially, like I said before, if they're in alpha testing and they finish alpha testing, and they start going into beta. Um, and I think I said that right. Thank you for the individual who corrected me before on the alpha beta thing. I'm not a technical guy, like whatever. But the point is that you know, uh, once they once the bull run starts, um, people are going to need to know exactly why they have hot, right? Some people, the truth of the matter is, some people are just gonna buy hot. They're gonna be like, "Oh, look at that! It's only like I buy like I buy like a bag of these." You know what I'm saying? And they feel like dark. What was his name? Scrooge McDuck. With all the money in the vault and everything, because they got so many bags of hot. But then when they realize, they're like, "Well, wait, what is this? Like, I don't know what it is. Gold, silver, pennies, like copper. Wait, what is it that I'm actually holding?" So I think there needs to be more a better explanation of exactly what it is they're holding, and then uh, I think it'll be okay. So anyway, um, thank you guys for listening. You guys have a wonderful day. Um, I'm usually a little bit more uh, energetic. Obviously, I'm trying to be a little bit careful. Having a heart attack at my age is kind of scary, very scary. So now I have to kind of watch how I eat, which I watch how I ate, but now I'm like really, really like staying away from soda and juice and I haven't had either or in a very long, like since the heart attack getaway. So it's like, oh my god, like it's crazy. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful 2020. Take it easy, and see you next time.